Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New England Patriots. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Conner. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 50. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Brady. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He hits White, complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hot!
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We got 3. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
On 1st down, Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And I put my first tally mark. Next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Kick it, boys! Go!
On second down, Michelle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Right! Help him! Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the end zone, Rudolph. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Brady. They will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Brady finding Hogan on 3rd down, and the Patriots able to convert. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive will start with Connor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Here's Connor. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rudolph now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hogan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
Toss play, Connor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Rudolph. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Rudolph looking to throw. He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Brady to throw on second down. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They start with a give to counter. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Patriots have it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They'll run it here. This is James White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on first down is Brady. This is White on the screens. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And now he'll tuck it and run. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot. Hot.
Now Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays. And
now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Go.
Brady now on 1st down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point good by Gronkowski. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Sutton now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the... We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's Brady to throw. They'll check this one down to Michelle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, 66.
Throwing again. Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The shifty Edelman with a good move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Michelle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense.
Like 20! Like 20! Right! Out! Out!
From the gun, it's Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
All right, here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Man open left side is Brown. 23 yards on the play. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On the handoff, it's Michel. A little juke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Green 30.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
By 20.
Operating from the gun. Brady goes underneath here to White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On the ground, this is Michel. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Shadow. By 20.
From the gun, Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This is fielded at the 27. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
319.
Connor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, it's Connor. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Nifty move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Like 20, 380.
On first down, Brady. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Single receiver. Hey, throwing an island over there. Single receiver.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
To Michel on the screen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Again, it's Brady. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Sutton now to return. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Right back to him on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A very solid gain of 27.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll look to throw. And a dump off to White. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.